Well, good morning, everybody. How you all doing, Whittler Dave? Well, you know where I'm at. I'll tell you what, I'm not no couch potato. I can only set so much. Then I gotta go work in my shop, regardless how I feel. I'm feeling a lot better. Just, one day at a time, folks. But, so I had this little junky piece of wood, and if anybody truly knows me, you know how patriotic I am. I love my flag. I love my soldiers. I love the ones who gave all, so we could do what we do, and I could carve and be who I am. So I just draw this whimsical one-star flag up. I do a lot of them and everything, and there's no pattern to these. I draw this way I want. You got red, white, red, white, red. That's how this one's laid out. I draw to fit. There you go. And you're gonna got that eraser out, and draw it has the ends. There you go. Draw this, and right there, and right there. And there it is. It's just a whimsical flag. Just like I love carving hearts, y'all know that. There's one I just drawed a couple days ago. Just simple junk wood, piece of pine. I don't throw nothing away. I can make beauty out of anything. So I do these a lot. Sometimes I'll put a frame around it. I do the poor man's hanging system. I drill a hole here, and I drill a hole right here with a Forstner bit. Hang it on the wall. Lord makes Lord. Just it's simple. It's simple. All we're going to do is lay these lines in. I don't want them perfect. Like I told you, there's nothing in this world perfect. Not at all. I've been all over the United States, traveling. I've worked a lot of places in my life. I drove truck when I was younger. Plus, I had a construction company, and I never did let grass grow underneath my feet. Never did. Always been a traveler, always been a wanderer. It's just my brain for me. It's always thinking. Still can't sleep to this day. Shoot, I went to bed about, I don't know, midnight, 1:30, and I'm up before 2. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Can't shut my brain off. Let me just cut these ends in here. Right here. They don't have to be perfect. There we go. Just creating some stop cuts. Very simple. Some people would use a V-gouge, and some people would use a whatever, a Dremel or whatever. I'm not a Dremel carver. I am not. I can't start this up fast enough. Well, like I said, I just draw the star real fast. This whimsical, I love whimsical art. And I was asked that again here, I don't know, about a month ago. Do I do high-end art? No, not anymore. And the reason is, you're not going to make your money back. You can spend hours. I've said this over and over. So, and I live in a tourist area. So they're not going to spend money. Or no, you're lucky enough to get $20 out of them. I'm going to tell you that right now. The internet's what destroyed it. Everybody wants to buy over the internet. But I'm telling you what, to save this world, to save your grandchildren and everything, you best be buying from local. American made is the best. I don't care what anybody says. If it's made here in America, it's the best. May have to give $1 or $2 higher, but I rather would. That doesn't bother me. I never haggle on a price. When I see an artist and I like something that they've done or she's done or whatever, I just buy it out of the respect of the artist. I don't haggle on it. Lord, no. They put it together, and I liked it. I pay their price. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, how much do you want for, if I buy two, can I get it cheaper? That's disrespectful. It is. You know, art is love. 100%. You know, we show our love with our art. I think we're in dogwood winter or blackwood winter. Because I had to turn the heat back on in the shop. I come out here and like, Lord, no. I spent years outside in this crap. I will not be cold again. I'm getting too old. See, we just cut a simple line. Right there. Just a simple line. It don't have to be perfect. Gosh, I stress it. When I do teach art, you know, I tell all the youngsters, don't fret over it. Just cut the bloody thing. That's all you got to do. Just cut it. There. It's simple. Just very simple. I know one thing. I'd rather be outside carving, but I can't handle the cold anymore. Ain't. It makes my old bones hurt worse than they do. I do some more Texas flags. I sewed that one the other day. And everything. I'll do some more Texas flags. You know, they like them. It's going truly to Texas. His son lives there. So, do some more of them. Then I got two American flags that I've already laid out and carved. The only thing I haven't done is the lovely thing is the 50 stars. Woo! Lord have mercy. You sit down and truly hand carve 50 stars, your eyeballs start playing tricks on you. It does. It does. You can tell I don't care how these lay out. I want them to be different. I want it to, and I'm going to make this wave a little bit. I'll put a little whoop-de-doo in there, get these carved, and I'll come in here and I'll make this sway a little bit, and then I'll recarve that line in. You know, some people do it I do it both ways. It don't matter to me, but I'll put a little whoop-de-doo in it, and I'll recarve that line. You know, it's there, and I'll just redraw it. There you go. There you go. And see? It's simple. Very simple. There ain't nothing better than the American flag. I hope everybody has an amen on that one. I love my flag. That's one thing it's driving me nuts. I can't climb right now. And I knew we was having storms coming in, so I took my American flags down because we get a lot of wind here in Tennessee. Well, I told my neighbor the other day, I said, you know, you're going to have to climb for me. It's just a step ladder. And put my flag back up this coming week because I can't and I will not. It drives me nuts not to have an American flag hanging around me. I've got them in my shop. They're older flags. There's one there, one over there. I've got flags everywhere. I'm a patriot to the flag. Always will be, always have been. Like I said, I just, you would sit in my living room right now, there's an American flag right over your head. It's framed. It's right above my couch. It goes where I go. It does. Too many good men and women lay down the ultimate, and it's something that still chokes me up to this day, even thinking about it. I've always said that they are our brothers and sisters, and you do know them because you get to do what you do every day. That's how you got to know them. get to go out and take your wife out for dinner and your kids or your girlfriend, or just go out and, you know, do what you want. These boys and girls didn't. So that's why I love the flag. I respect it so much. Oh, whoop-de-doo, folks. It's a sweet knife. This was made in Canada. I think the man's name was Lloyd. I don't know if he still makes them, but Lord, I do. I bought every one of them. Long time ago. I love how it just got that curve, and it fits. This is how it comes. This thing just fits your hand. Let's see here. Loin. L-Y-O-N-S. Told you folks, I'm not a very good reader. Not. I can carve, build, make. I can repair. But reading, you might as well just forget it. Oh, Lord, no. Back then, years ago, kids were only one thing. We were walking checks for our parents and our teachers. I was actually told that. All I ever was going to amount to was nothing. And you know, I'd like to look at them people and just say, you're wrong. You know, I drove tractor and trailer, taught myself. I owned a construction business and ran it for over 20 years over the road. Made really good money and everything. I learned how to do all the contracts myself. And I own this woodworking business. So my thoughts of them rude remarks when I was a kid, y'all were wrong. Totally wrong. I tell people nowadays, I hear people down here and they go, well, I'm going to become a teacher. And I pull them to the side. I said, let me tell you something. Find those kids in the schools that are struggling like I was. You know, no one cared about them. Find them. And I don't care if you have to reach into your purse, your billfold, but you pay for them kids. You make sure that they don't feel like I did. You know, that no one cared. It's a rough life, folks. It's a rough life to have that feeling. But I survived. I'm 60 years old, and I have survived. Yes, I have. All on my own. I'll tell you that right now. I've survived. So, that's what I would do. You know, if I ever won a lot of money, I would build an area, or create an area, I don't know, where children, even adults, could come and have extra education and pay for it all. That's how much it means to me. That's what I had to grow up with. Oh, Lord, I don't mean to rabble about it, but it's something that still bothers me to this day. Highly bothers me, even at my age. So, sometimes I just need to talk about it. I share it with you guys, because maybe you'll know somebody that's struggling, and you help them. Because I do now. Lord, I see somebody, I go after you, and I try to help you. I'd rather give than receive. Because in the long run, you're going to receive. I feed people. I clothe people down here. You don't have to give me nothing. Give me a hug. That's worth it to me. Just a good old hug. I'm telling you. Here a few weeks ago, I gave a little girl, a little mouse there, sitting at Burger King. And I heard her ask her mama. She goes, Mama, can I give that man a hug? And her mama said, well, if he wants one. I said, Lord, yeah. It made me so excited. She was probably 5 or 6 years old. Wanted to give an old man a hug. I like that. I did. Oh my gosh, I told you, look at this. It don't take long to knock one of these out. I had to go to that X-Acto knife because I'm cutting against this grain. And it's just they'll eat my tools up. And I'm telling you, I hear a lot of negative comments, but hey, it's a blade. Come on. It does the same thing as a knife. That's what it is. It's a knife. It's just a razor blade. So get over it. I wish they'd had these when I was a kid. I wouldn't have wore out so many pocket knives. Started out with a Barlow Tree pocket knife when I was a kid. And I'd give $1,000 to have that knife back. The same knife. Lord, I don't know what happened to it. I don't. But that's what I started out with. Barlow Tree. And that was it. There you go. Now look at there. See? Let's get it up here where you can see it. I know I ain't the greatest in the camera. But see, it's just a whimsical flag. Not going to cut the star out, but it's basically carved. You know, I told you, just create stuff. As, you know, as a beginner carver, a professional carver, just get out there, carve anything. You don't have to carve extreme and stuff like that. Just go have fun. This is just, to me, it's like whittling. You know, just, sometimes I'll just pick a stick up and I see something like, okay, and I'll just cut that crazy thing out. I've had this knife here for years. Golly. Old chip carving knife. I've had it for a long time. Now look at that. See? There's the star. We're just cutting it out. Yep. Still trying to, I'm going to have to build a jig for that boat. If you watched my last video, I was talking about a boat that I made, and I got to make a jig to bend the sides. There's really no way to do it. I've bent a lot of wood in my life, made a lot of different things. I used to restore Victorian houses when I was younger, and I have I've done a lot of crazy woodworking. I have. I sure have. You know, one time I had a lady, she came up to me and she goes, "Man, you're a phenomenal carver, but you're doing something I try to get my kids to never do." I'm like, "What's that, ma'am?" She goes, "Well, you're cutting towards yourself." I said, "Uh-huh. If you're going to be a carver, you're gonna do that." She goes, "What if you cut yourself?" I said, "You get over it." These old hands could talk. They have a lot of scars on them. They've been around the block a lot. They've been mashed, mangled, broke fingers, stitches here. Some places I just glued it all back together. But you know, I look at a person's hands. I do. And I can tell you if you're a softy or you're a true man just by your hands. I sure do. I hate to be that way, but I can tell a lot by a person's hands. I've always have. Maybe that's just me, but that's just, I look at your hands. I can tell if you've had a soft life and you've primped all the time, or you a rough old dog like me. Rough old hands. I don't got pretty hands, and most of the time they're not soft. But you know what? I'd rather be with somebody that has working hands. That's just how I am. My legs are pretty strong, folks. I've been carving like this for years. I'm extremely strong with my legs. They're like a clamp. They're like a clamp. Look, we're almost done with that star. And I'll round that edge over just a smidge. You gotta be careful because it will, you gotta watch the points, because sometimes them points like to break off, and there you go. Broken points, but you just got to deal with it. That's just art. That's that whimsical look. Well, we are getting there. Let's get them clamped in the old legs. Oh, can't cut that way. She's going to splinter out. I can already see it. You got to learn to read that wood. She's going to cut the wrong way, and then you got a problem. One good thing, when I create problems, I am the drawer of these. Driver. Huh. That's crazy, folks. But I draw all this. Oh, yeah, I can fix it. I get sometimes like, I'll sit it down and think about it. Get the old brain thinking. I'll just fix it. Can't cry over spilt milk. That's what my grandmother used to tell me. Now, you're just going to take this little knife here. And we're going to round these little babies over. And this one was breaking out. So there's that. There's that. There's that. Oh, Lordy. And there's that. Yeah, I won't sand hardly much. I'll hit these corners here and everything. I'm not, okay, she's chattering. She's cutting the wrong way. Gotta learn to read that wood. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, folks, besides doing some texturing, a tad, I mean very, very tad of sanding, this baby doll is carved. That don't take long. And it's just a piece of junk wood that somebody would just like, oh, that's junk. Nope, not me. I'm getting ready to go up on the mountain and do dumpster diving. I look for, I tell people, I go up where the rich people are, and they build them fancy houses and they throw a ton of wood away. I can dive in a dumpster and come home and take another bath. It does not bother me. I'm an old country boy. But let me bring you up here. Well, I just want to say good morning again. And y'all be blessed. Appreciate everybody who gives us these wonderful likes and comments. Like I said, I'm humble. It really moves me and everything. So I love y'all. Appreciate everybody. And y'all have a blessed day.